Hello.
I'm back with the
hello. Welcome everyone to today's Easy Cast. How have you guys been?
I'm pretty good.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, how have you been, the audience? We're looking at you tonight. We are here
It's been a while.
casting for you live from Zahir's bedroom.
Hey, I've been in here many times.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the turnout, guys. So we're gonna just dive right in. Now, let me ask both of you guys something.
What's up?
What are some of your guys' favorite party games?
Smash Brothers.
No.
Let's go right into it.
No.
We're here to talk Smash.
No
Yes,
way.
yes.
No way. Well, Smash. Zahir, give me your 2 reasons why you like Smash Brothers in general, not any of the specific games, just in general.
It's chaotic,
Okay.
and anyone could pick up and play.
Okay, Ricky.
And wait,
Oh,
And-
Remember, whenever you say 2 things, he always goes one more.
the big thing is I love how it's a celebration of Nintendo and their characters with some friends along the way.
okay. Ricky, generalized opinions on why you enjoy Smash. If you do.
So Zahir pretty much got it with me too. That last one specifically about the celebration of video games. I love video game history, and I see it all culminate right here into Smash Brothers. But mostly, I just like that it gets all my friends together for this. I mean, the months leading in where you're just speculating about which characters are in, and then you get mad when one character's in, and you just keep hoping that your character ends up in. I'm talking about Cloud specifically.
Oh God.
Let's have Cloud come back. The look on your face.
Well,
What about you?
you know what? Hang on. So, unfortunately, guys, today is Ricky's last day. No, I'm just kidding. On the Easy
Thank
Cast,
God,
Ricky.
because I want Ricky 2.0.
we will surely miss you. No, I'm just kidding. You can go.
Take your
You
vacation.
can go take your permanent vacation. Start your own I Want Cloud and Smash podcast.
Fine, I'm out of here. Bye.
No,
I
I'm just
mean,
kidding.
I'd rather have Cloud than Bayonetta, even though Bayonetta's not that.
Well,
big of a
we're not
problem.
there yet. So, for those of you who don't know, Smash Brothers got its start in the Nintendo 64. That was the very first Smash Brothers to be released. It was just called Super Smash Brothers. People know it as Smash 64 because it was on Nintendo 64.
At this point in time.
And ever since then, it like both of my friends just said, it got people together because of its rambunctious, I guess, gameplay. The wide selection of characters like you could choose from.
All 12 of them.
Well, back then that was a
That's a
lot,
lot,
you know.
yeah.
And it's the fact that they come from all different corners of Nintendo. You know, it was the first time people saw Mario and Link in
The same game.
the same game together.
or at least like in 3D, because I'm pretty sure that.
Yeah.
cameos.
Mario could be walking around in like Hyrule Castle.
No way.
No, I was trying to think if Link and Mario have ever been in a video game together before that. I
3D.
can't.
I'm talking 3D.
3D,
They have
no.
been. I think they have had some cameos before.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to think. Which games were those? But that's not what the topic is.
What? And then Pikachu was in there.
Yeah.
Pikachu was in there. What was it called? Saffron City? Was that
Saffron
Yeah,
City.
Saffron
Yeah.
Saffron
City.
City.
Silco.
On top of the Silco
random,
building.
Yeah, on top of it, and then like different Pokemon came out of the little door. They would hit you. Yeah. And then a few years later, it got into. We got the release of Melee or Melee.
Super Smash
Or
Brothers
Melee.
Melee.
Or Melee.
Oh, I
What?
hate.
I
There's
hate
one
it's
person.
one guy.
It's
There's
Melee.
one guy.
Melee.
My face
or
cringe,
Melee.
like really cringe when I hear Melee.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What's
We're talking about the Game Explain guy. He
Yeah.
says Malay, but what's funny is when he's talking about like physical attacks, specifically with Smash Brothers, he says melee. It's like
Stupid.
melee attacks. He doesn't say melee attacks.
Wow.
I don't know if he does it on purpose or. And I mean, I don't want to bash him.
I'm calling it.
I'm pretty sure he's a nice
What's
guy.
his name?
What is his name?
Game Spot guy?
Game
Game
Explain.
Explain.
Oh,
Andre.
Game Explain guy. I'm calling you out.
Ooh.
I'm calling you out. I want you to come to our EasyCast, show your face,
And sponsor us.
and tell
Bring
us
the
why
Totino's
you're
pizza.
messing with the crowds by saying Melee. Anyways, guys, yeah, so Melee came out, and this is exactly when we see the Smash Brothers competitive scene start and explode. Because ever since Melee, the Smash Brothers competitive scene, at least for Melee, hasn't declined in a sense. You know, it's only been growing, even with new installments coming out after it. But Melee, we saw a very different game than Smash 64.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a game where not only was it chaotic and you could play with your friends, and it had different it had more items,
More
and,
modes.
more moves, and all this stuff.
Modes.
Way modes,
There's
way
more
better
moves, too.
way
Yeah.
better graphics and all that. But we see a legitimate skill level that you can acquire for the game, to the point where it became competitive enough to be featured as
The Nintendo
The
title.
it's
Yeah.
what I and I
this day,
could be
to this
wrong,
day.
but because of Melee, not because of Melee, but Melee helped like in a big way for esports to kick off,
exactly
like a
Yeah,
huge
definitely.
way.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah, because you had you had like MVC 2, you had like Tekken, and you had all those, and sometimes those didn't acquire people's attention as much as Nintendo characters. More
No.
more people can name Nintendo nowadays.
and
you know.
and I think that what helped the game is that, like I said earlier, it's so easy and anyone could
It
pick
was-
up and play.
Well, see, that's the thing about Melee, was the fact that you could pick up and play, or if you really wanted to get competitive, you really had to learn the competitive way of playing Melee.
But that took a long time
It
to
took a long
because
time.
to get that meta. And if you think about it, 64. If you never knew, like, that was actually also very, very competitive. But it was very one-sided. It was more Falcon.
It was, yeah.
But like how Melee changed the game with its mechanics and what all the the big step that is the jump from 64 to Melee.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a completely different like meta.
But then they messed it up.
Well,
Well, no.
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
So Smash starts in Nintendo 64, and Nintendo 64 is kind of like its baby steps, Melee, it completely grows into, I would say, a full-fledged adult, and then we have the release of Brawl. So Brawl was the Super Smash Bros. Brawl was announced for the Nintendo Wii, and as we can remember, the Nintendo Wii was on high demand right off the start.
Oh yeah, 2007.
Yes, and to the point where
6.
you couldn't find Nintendo Wii's in the first couple months that they got
The
released.
first
You could-
year, the first year was hard.
you just could not find any because everyone wanted their hands on the game.
Everyone wanted Wii Sports.
Everyone wanted their hands on the system, and then Smash gets announced, and it becomes even harder. And then Sonic gets announced for Smash.
Actually, it was Snake first.
Well,
Snake.
what I'm saying is this. If I'm not mistaken, if I am, please correct me, but Brawl was the very first Smash game to feature
Third party.
a third party characters going into the game. Before that, it was all strictly Nintendo.
Well,
That's true.
if you didn't know, in Melee they did want some third-party characters like
they wanted
Sonic
specifically
and
Snake.
Snake.
They wanted Snake.
They did, but they couldn't get them in there
In time.
because they suck.
So Brawl
Just kidding.
Brawl was a turning point for Smash in a lot of ways because not only did they add third parties, and now that's expected, they also toned down the competitiveness. They're like, no, it's a party game initially. So they added stuff like the tripping mechanic, which no one liked.
And it made the game slower. But the content that came in the game,
This game had the most content of any Smash Bros.
So Brawl gives us characters like Sonic, gives us characters like Snake, For some reason, they put Pit in there. Just kidding. But as much as it gave, it also took away from the experience, because by this point in time, people were used to playing Smash competitively. You know, Melee turned the Smash scene into a competitive game, a competitive fighter. And when Brawl came out, I guess people expected, you know, the competitive scene to blow up on that game. But little do they know, well, wave dashing is gone.
Tripping is a thing.
It's slower.
It's much slower. The combos are kind of tricky to pull off.
Well, this is what happened. You know, think of it's the same way when you had. I make the same comparison with Star Wars. Okay, you have Episode 4, 5, and 6 that's being Melee, right? And I mean, I'm talking about the older fans, you know, of Star Wars. You know, they see 4, 5, 6, and they're anticipating Episode 1, you know, Episode 1 being Brawl, and they go in and they buy Brawl and they're like, hey, you know what, this game's pretty good, and say with the movie, oh, this movie's actually pretty good, and then they let it sink and they think to themselves, actually, this game's not that good. Did I just play a bad Smash game?
Well, it's not a bad Smash
it's
game.
Not.
It's bad competitively. However, it had the best single player in the entire franchise, even to this day.
With Subspace Emissary,
yeah.
It was a big Oh, sorry. It just evolved Melee's adventure mode. I think it was called, right?
It took out adventure mode and replaced it with
it evolved it to
it gave a reason why the characters were together.
Yes, and you know what? That was also new in Smash. You know, beforehand, like for example on the 64, you had a theme of they're all in a sense toys, and then they're all just kind of fighting together. And then in Melee, that same theme is
their trophies that just come back
trophies,
to life.
Yeah, and then it's given to you as like, oh, it's like this kid who's just kind of just like
it's his imagination.
It's in his imagination. Over here, they take that to the next level and they actually put a story together and they do all these things. It's amazing, right?
And it's different because, like, for example, in 64 and Melee, you fight the Master Hand, right?
Yeah. And this time there's a person pulling the strings of Master Hand,
but
taboo.
When the Master Hand, you know, that's supposed to be the kid. You know, you are the kid that's playing with these toys. You know, and a lot of people have like theories of how the Master Hand is like Sakurai.
They think the Master Hand is Sakurai, and that taboo pulling the strings on Sakurai is Nintendo.
And then with Smash 4, you know, you notice how every time it gets way more chaotic, like the final bosses. It shows like kind of how, like as you grow older with the Smash games, you know, you become more. It's not
more cynical about it.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And well, I guess now is a good time to transition to Smash 4 since we're talking about that. But
well, wait, I'm not done.
But in Smash 4, they actually added a whole other thing with Master Hand, and they added like the Master Fortress and like all these other like rebellion stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he just turns into the Master Core.
Yeah.
And what they think the meaning for that is that Sakurai just submit to Nintendo. Like he's like, all right, I just have to accept my fate. Because Master Core just sits there, lets you pummel it. And then that's it.
Exactly. And
okay. Well, before we turn into conspiracy theory, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, no, it's just.
So Brawl comes out. It blows up because it's on the Wii, and the Wii blew up. So Brawl blew up, and I gotta say, I did spend more times playing Brawl than I spent playing Melee.
I think we all did.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's this huge, you know, silence.
Well, the gap between Melee and Brawl is huge too. It's like 7 years.
All of the gaps are big, except for the
64
one.
and Melee.
Well, this gap that we're currently on is the smallest.
No, 1999.
Well, we're getting
in
there.
2001, 3 years.
We're getting there. So there's this little, I guess, this gap, as there always was. The Wii U gets announced.
Wii U.
And surprise, surprise, a Smash game gets announced, but it's not just one Smash game. It's actually 2 Smash games. One that you could play on the go, and one that you could stay home and play with your friends.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, we can't talk about Smash 4 without talking about the lack of popularity of the Wii U. Honestly,
it could have been bigger.
It could have. Okay, so when Smash 4 was first announced, everyone was on the bandwagon. Everybody was on the bandwagon. It was like this huge thing. Every direct, people were just glued for the whole direct until like they knew all the Smash commentary was coming at the very end. But you know, people waited for that, you know, and then I think out of all the Smash games, this one, Smash 4, was the one up until now that had like the most content for it before, like the most advertising content for it, because it just did so many dynamics to just get to the game, you know. Remember in Brawl they had Smash Dojo?
Yeah, they had Dojo.
They had Dojo.
Yeah, this one had the Miiverse postings.
This one had the Miiverse postings, had like stuff on Twitter. This one had like the Nintendo Directs.
Well, that just showed like, you know, Nintendo growing as a company and just do different things.
Yes.
As social media blew up, they had to find ways to keep us invested.
Now, and then here comes the main part. This Smash iteration, Smash 4, has been the one where like you can buy the most accessories for.
Like the GameCube adapter.
So
GameCube adapter,
so
amiibo.
with this Smash iteration, to really get the full experience of Smash, apparently you needed to buy, or not needed to buy, but we were given the Smash adapter, we were given the Smash controllers, and we were given 50 plus amiibo.
58, no, 60 because of the variants.
Yeah, because there's
60 amiibo
around that area. Yeah.
60, and that's the thing. Like the amiibo were part of the advertising of the game.
Now the amiibo, however, did not really add much to the experience.
They
of the game.
didn't. They didn't. I will say that, you know, to be honest, like I mean, I personally didn't get Smash to play what's
Smash Tour?
Smash Tour, Smash
Eight-
Run.
Smash Tour, Smash Run.
8-player
Not 8-player Smash, not even to get the amiibo for it. Not even to play custom moves. I got it to just
play the base game.
play the base game, play it vanilla.
Yeah, play
in a
the same
sense.
game you've been playing.
Exactly,
years.
exactly. Which is lacking of my part as a gamer. You know, as I should be able to, or I should want to try all the other.
Here's the thing with
things.
Smash 4 though. Brawl had the best single player by far.
Yeah,
They
Ricky could vouch for me. I told him.
Yeah, yeah.
He sent me a screenshot the other day of
Yeah,
what
I sent him
said.
a screenshot and I was like, "Hey, remember the time you said Brawl was the best Smash Brothers game?" And he's like, "I still stand by
I
it."
still stand by it. Super Smash Brothers Brawl is the best Smash Brothers that got delivered to us. Not gameplay wise.
You mean not competitive wise?
Well, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, because Brawl also had its own competitive scene. You know.
It did.
But the thing is, the competitive scene was more in Melee. But with Brawl, you know, what I was trying to say, like, it was the best game delivered to us. Just what it had and what it was all about.
Yeah.
Because the Subspace Emissary was the whole. How I can explain Brawl in one word, it's grand. You think of the theme, you think it's wow, this is a grand, like huge.
It's an
big
epic.
ass
It's
theme.
an epic game.
Yeah, it's an epic. Exactly.
it's-
Brawl was epic.
Yeah.
Melee was like sick, and 64 is what started it all. And Smash 4, to me, I see it's more of a celebration.
So here's what I want to say about Smash 4 real quick. So my favorite moments of gaming, I guess, just following the news, whatever, taking it all in, all revolve around Smash 4 because I'm seeing these characters come in and seeing out of left field characters like the initial reveal of Mega Man. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Capcom, or when they announced Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, dear goodness.
When they announced Pac-Man, I was like, oh, I guess I think you were there with me, Zahir, when they announced it.
We were in the Smash Invitational tour.
We were at the Invitational, and we were saying, and we saw the video, and we are like, oh, Pac-Man's in the game. That's cool. And then they said Sonic was coming back, and we're like, thank God, because we love Sonic.
Yeah.
And I think that was it for the initial third parties, but they continued it in a way that Smash has never had before, and with DLC. This is the first time it's ever had DLC.
Exactly.
And we saw characters like Ryu from Street Fighter, which blew my mind because now we have Ryu, another icon.
Before and see, before that, we got announcements for Mewtwo and Roy, which were
No,
Yeah.
that,
no,
before
well,
all
Mewtwo
that,
came
yeah.
first. Mewtwo came
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
yeah.
Roy
Which-
came the same time as Ryu, but I want to talk specifically about why Smash 4 was like one of my favorite moments.
Okay.
And it's because I saw Ryu get announced, and he came in. The biggest. Okay, well, I'm gonna skip over this for a sec, but like, we saw Bayonetta come in
Yep.
in a really big way because they had the whole
ballot.
the
That was
ballot, yeah, the
totally
Smash.
That
fake.
was a thing. That was a thing
totally-
in itself.
That was
the ballot,
fun though. That was a fun idea.
But you
It was
know,
a fun
it was
idea.
a fun idea. But I like
It was totally rigged.
it was completely.
It was rigged, and it's like I'm not upset, but it's like it's a smart practice, to kind of keep the game so relevant.
exactly.
Because I mean,
That's why I said it's fun.
Well, how
You're-
many
in the
people
end-
voted for Shrek?
Okay, but
Okay.
it clearly said it has to be a video game character.
Yeah.
That was one thing. It clearly said that.
You know what, dude? I put Miles Tells Prower in there.
I bet you
Why?
did.
see,
I
no,
did. I was
See,
like, I want Miles
I used to be
Proud.
that way where it's
You
like,
know
oh
what?
yeah, any character in Smash would
Ivan.
work, but as I
Not every
grew
character would
older, I realized like what Smash really is. And like I said earlier in this video, it's a celebration of Nintendo characters with some friends.
Yeah.
Well, here's
with some friends.
here's where you screwed up, Ivan. You voted for Miles Tails Power. However, everyone else voted for Tails. Your one vote for Miles Tails Power, and instead of Tails, did not register. Therefore, they chose Bayonetta.
You know what? It was between freaking Tails and Bayonetta.
Yep.
And I made that mistake.
And
And
you made that
thanks,
mistake.
And I'm
Europe.
sorry.
Thanks,
Europe. Europa.
No, but that that was a fun idea, and if they bring back that idea, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Just at a bigger scale, like more than one character, for instance.
Ricky's right. The coolest thing about Smash 4 was definitely the wow
So,
factor.
wow, like, oh my god, they got this. And the biggest one by far for anyone, not Bayonetta's bigger than this, not Sonic or whoever else you could think of that's been in Smash. I think this is a bigger one because it makes a statement of, you're thinking people on Nintendo consoles. Like, no, this is everyone. Absolutely everyone in games, and that's Cloud. I remember when the direct that announced Cloud happened, I kept saying take me out of the group chat we were in because I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah.
And and I wasn't taken out for a while until you saw Cloud, and then you thought, yeah, Ricky needs to get out of the group chat.
I remember I
Like
called
now.
him and I was like, Ricky, stop what you're doing at work. Go to the bathroom and watch this now.
Well, I didn't. I took my break, and then I watched it, and I chucked my phone onto the table, and I was like screaming, like, holy crap, it's Cloud.
That's the coolest thing. One of the coolest things about Smash now, thanks to Smash 4, is the hype.
There's no holds barred.
Yeah,
Exactly. Except unless you're counting Ridley.
Oh, stop it.
Well, because he straight up said he's too
No,
big
hold
and
on.
whatever.
Now,
Oh, come on.
That's what he said.
Give me a second. You can't do that to me, because Smash, people, when it comes to picking characters in Smash, I don't like watching videos, and
People
then
get dumb.
people do get dumb. And it's like, I'm sorry for calling them dumb, it's just that I used to be like that. And people don't realize, like, it's
Dumb?
Nintendo celebration
dumb.
with some friends. So you have to think,
With
hey,
some friends.
what's a good character in Smash?
With
Well, what would be the
some
next thing?
friends.
Inkling, obviously.
Like Knuckles. like
Okay,
Knuckles.
no, because like people who want Tails, Shadow,
Hey.
Klonoa,
Klonoa,
Tifa, whatever,
dude.
all these other things.
Klonoa should have been in Smash 4.
But if you think about it, what Sakurai
Blink
did-
182 with Tom DeLonge
Okay,
for
so-
Smash
Wait,
4.
hold on, what Sakurai did is pick the characters that represented, either the genre or an era. For example,
Or the industry.
the industry. Cloud represented RPGs and the era of PS1. Of are pretty much RPGs,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
it was
as did Snake back in the day.
yeah, and it was totally out of left field because no one ever thought Cloud would have been in
There
Super
were
Smash
jokes.
Brothers.
There were jokes saying, "Hey guys, what if Cloud from Final Fantasy VII?"
Guys,
And then it
Smash.
happened.
Yeah, and then Ryu, who is the icon, the face of fighting games, in
Mhm.
Smash.
in a fighting game.
You know, and Pac-Man, which is what people think video games. I mean, back then,
That's one of
first
them.
thing that comes out is
Still now.
Pac-Man.
We
Still
got
now.
Pac-Man. We got Ryu. We got okay. So I'm pretty sure it's still around, but there's this game that you can download for your PC or for your desk for your laptop, whatever it's called.
Still a
It's
PC.
it's just a game called Everyone versus Everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
It's literally that.
it's a game where you can you download it and then you can download different character models of whatever fighters are available, and they vary from like literally everything: animes, video games, movies.
Is it like Mugen
anything.
or Mugen?
Huh?
Is it like Mugen or Mugen? You ever heard of that thing? It's like a fighting game. You can pick any character. You
Yeah,
want.
it's like a fighting game, and it's like old style
Yeah,
it,
Third Strike.
Yeah, it looks like Street Fighter 2, right?
Okay.
That's how I felt with Smash 4. Like it's just everyone against everyone. Like
It was everyone.
you could just pick like we're just gonna pick random people from like random companies. No, but I get what you're saying. You know, Sakurai. I'm not gonna say that it was all him.
No.
No,
You know, I'm pretty
a
sure
team. A team
Nintendo
makes
kind of
Smash.
nudged him to be like, hey, you know what'll be cool. And see, and I feel at the same time, it's Nintendo's like kind of like Nintendo's kind of like a backhanded slap to other game companies. So like, oh
Yeah.
look whose characters are in my game. You know?
There's also PlayStation All Stars, which is funny because they try to get Cloud.
Oh gosh.
Cloud was on a PlayStation console, and PlayStation All Stars could not get Cloud, but Nintendo
But
could with
Nintendo
Smash
got
Brothers.
it, you know, and that's the thing. So you know, and okay, so let's continue on. Smash 4 gives us all these things. There's the wow factor. There's the hype train. You know, and mind you, I remember being very, very excited for any type of announcement concerning Smash 4
Mm-hmm.
until the day that Zahir Perez got like download links to like the demo or something like that.
Yeah, we celebrated.
Oh my God! Yeah,
Remember
that
that?
was
Gosh.
the select few that could get the 3DS demo.
And we celebrated.
And then it had Mario.
Link,
Mega
Link.
Man.
Mega Man,
Pikachu.
and Pikachu.
Pikachu.
4. It was only 4.
And I remember, man, it got down. Like it just started. And we like played that game. I think we played that game more than almost any game that we've ever played together.
Smash 4.
Smash
Smash
4.
4. We played more of that
Yeah.
game than like
Yeah,
any
anything,
game.
yeah. Whenever we'd hang out, it'd be like Smash.
Blaze Blue, like Street Fighter, any of those. Like we
It-
just
well,
played
It kind of
us.
dropped off eventually.
Yes,
though.
us. But
That's what I'm saying. Us,
Yeah.
yes.
what was weird though, and I think because Smash 4 was made so different, you know, it had a mindset of, hey, let's try to be competitive, but also remember we are still a
party
game.
game.
At
And
the
here-
base, it's a party game.
And here's the thing, I do have to say that Smash 4 competitive scene is the only Smash competitive scene that can kind of like stand next to the Melee scene. Melee scene reigns supreme, right?
But you think it's followed by
But
Smash 4.
it's followed
And
by
I-
Smash 4.
I would agree with that because
It's like
Brawl.
it's the little brother though.
Yeah, Brawl and 64 are just not
Well,
really
it's-
as
Well,
competitive.
you have to understand that
64 is its own cult. Little
Yeah, that's its own little
yeah,
thing.
so 64 is like the like in high school, like the nerds out there still playing like Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
fun.
It's still very.
It's still fun, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So
How
here's the
about that
thing about
Nintendo
Smash
Direct,
4
though?
competitive scene. Okay, that thing just blew up so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like we that's where and okay. And I had to make a parenthesis here. We forgot one iteration in a sense of Smash.
Project
Yes.
M.
Oh, Project M.
No, Project M.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Project
that's not
M-
official though.
It's not official and it's not
But it
official
has its
fighting
own
game.
scene also.
does.
Project M has its own competitive scene, and for a while that used to be
Our go-to.
our go-to was Project M because it just worked much better than Brawl, and even though Link was broken, I'm just kidding. even though Link's spin attack close to the ledge was the most broken thing in the game.
I don't know. Have you seen
could
that?
just
Have you seen how
stab me.
Ness plays?
Yeah. I've seen Ness lose to Link so many times.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Anyways,
Shout out to Bug.
and Melee and Project M went hand in hand. You know, I have to say Project M competitive scene was way bigger than Brawl competitive scene.
Definitely, yeah.
Smash 4 comes out, debunks
Project M.
Project M, and then it's Melee, Project M. I mean Melee, Smash 4, Project M, Brawl, 64. You know, Project M was literally just a fan-made game for the competitive scene alone, just with Brawl graphics and Brawl characters with some added people, different moves, sets, and everything. Anyways, let's.
My question to you guys is do you think when obviously because when we get to that topic we will talk about it, Smash 5, right? If it is 5, 4.0, whatever, but when it comes out, do you think Smash Wii U will be dropped?
I don't think.
Ricky, you go first.
I don't think any Smash game gets completely dropped.
But I mean, like, you know how Brawl.
You mean like out of Evo? I think
No. You know how when for the people who played Brawl and Project M, kind of jumped ship and went to Smash Wii U. Do you think people from Smash Wii U will jump ship and go to Smash 5?
It completely depends, because what if Sakurai decides to bring back tripping and make it like Brawl again? You know, you never know.
That's true.
So I feel like it's a little too early to say. I don't feel like he's going to do something like that. I feel like he hears complaints and he does something about them, like how he heard tripping sucks. So he decided, you know what, next one it's out. So it's hard to tell at this point.
Ivan, what do you think?
Also big thing, if it doesn't support GameCube adapters, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That is a huge problem. But I mean, the Switch already has it could
But
It can't do it actually. A while ago, Nintendo accidentally activated the feature, and it was because of a third-party support for something else, and just by coincidence, activating it for that third party also made GameCube adapters work. So then in the update after that, they turned off the GameCube adapter.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring back the GameCube adapter.
I really hope they do.
Ivan, what do you think? Back to my question.
I think.
Yes.
Yes, we're waiting.
I don't know. I feel like I agree with Ricky. It's way too early to tell.
See what
I just need a little bit more.
We need to see more than a CG trailer.
Yeah. Well, which brings me. Okay. So Smash 4 happens. La 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 la. It dies down. It does.
Right after
it dies down. And see, here's the thing. If we talk about the Smash games as just games, party games, completely fun. They do their job, and they're amazing party games, exceptional party games. Most of the most fun. Like I would play Smash Brothers played as a party game over Mario Party, honestly, in my opinion.
Depending.
Yeah, depends. So if you just want to chill,
you play Mario Party. But if you want to,
if you want to act.
But see, the mistake is when we play Smash, you know, is that we play competitively.
We end up getting into
we don't play the game how it's meant to be played.
That's not how. That's not a mistake, though.
Well, it's not a mistake, but like what I'm saying is like we aren't supposed to, though. You know, for example, the developer Sakurai, he makes the games for like items,
regular stages, stage hazards.
Yeah,
but
trophy.
Here's my thing.
Balls.
Here's my thing for that. We particularly ourselves only started finding the imperfections in Smash 4 after we started playing real fighting games.
No.
Yes.
No, because we played real fighting games when Brawl was a thing. Maybe
no. But in a sense, but we really got into them. Like for example, I remember when the first came out, we were all about it, and then we started dabbling. Well, not that wasn't our first time, but we started playing more BlazBlue. We started playing more
I see
Street
what
Fighter.
you're saying is we had a different kind of expectation when it comes to fighting games, but I do remember complaining about Brawl. I was like, there's problems with this game.
See,
Well,
yeah,
yes. But I'm talking about Smash 4.
Yeah, I know.
Because
So, but-
Smash 4 worked competitively
but-
for
What I'm saying is I didn't start seeing imperfections until that point because I was already looking at imperfections come Brawl.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I mean, looking, yes, but focusing on them as like
Yeah,
a group
no,
to the point where we stopped playing it in a sense.
Well, it's that game had a lot of. Smash 4 is the most inconsistent Smash game.
But you
Gameplay
only
wise.
started
Competitively.
saying that after you like saw
Ba-
after
basically-
playing other fighting games and you saw snap.
No,
like, this is
no,
a very-
actually, I didn't dwell into fighting games that much until 2014, 15. Like really getting into it after Smash, because when I was talking to our buddy Alec, you know, when Smash 5 released, I told him like, hey man, like, I know you're not hyped, but I am, because at heart I'm a Smash kid.
Mhm.
You know, I grew up with Smash.
Yep.
And if it wasn't for Smash, I wouldn't be playing any other fighting games.
Yep.
And I have to thank Smash for that. Now, my issue with Smash 4 is one, the inconsistencies, and two, the biggest problem that I had, and this is a personal problem. It's not, it doesn't put me on the edge. I don't feel, when I'm playing it, I don't feel like I'm fighting for my life when I play
Isn't it more like, oh, I guess that killed me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, like when I play Brawl or Melee, my hands are sweating. Like
Yeah, because death is at your fingertips.
death is at my fingers.
Yeah.
But in Smash 4, it's you always have to question if you're gonna die. Or for example, if I'm on a ledge, or I mean, if I'm on top of the ledge and this person's recovering, if they hit me under the ledge, I know there's a chance that I can get hit and die from that.
I
And
do remember complaining about that 3D on the 3DS demo too. We
Mhm.
were like, man, it takes a long time to die.
Yeah.
It
does
does
take a long
It does
time
take
to
a
die.
very long time.
And that's my huge issue with Smash 4 is that, yeah, it was made more competitively, but at the same time, it was made more competitive, but at the same time, they toned it down. They toned down like how.
It's because they tried to do what they did with Brawl, but they did it better. Arguably, they did it better.
With what?
Like okay, with Brawl they were trying to tone it down, but they did
Toned
it in
it
a
down a
way.
lot.
But they did it in a way that didn't work, and
Yeah.
it just made it not very
Yeah.
viable for
Whereas
like anyone
in
who wants to take it
Smash,
seriously. Smash 4, you can still take it seriously, but
there was still combos.
they toned
to
it
be done.
down in a different way.
Yeah, and what I noticed, and I see, you know, from a lot of Smash tubers and a lot of people that play competitively on at Evo or at Genesis, all these different tournaments, is that they don't play anymore. A lot of Smash 4 players don't play anymore because they all have that realization where it's like there's no heart, there's no passion to play Smash 4. It feels like it feels empty.
Well, and that does happen with not only Smash 4, but like
Fighting games. in
fighting
general.
games in general. Melee it feels empty every single
Well,
tournament you see because it's always
It's the same thing. Yeah,
But
I have that problem watching Melee.
The thing is, though, I will guarantee you I'll probably have way more fun playing Brawl or Melee than I do Smash 4, only because of that edge that I had, that like, oh shit, you know, every hit really counts. Where in Smash 4, I feel like, okay,
It's
this
gonna
person,
take me a while, yeah.
It's gonna take me a while, and you know, there's a chance I could come back. But if I know, for example, this person will get me with a down throw, there's at least like 4 hits are gonna come afterwards. Where with Melee and Brawl, if you weren't that good, you know, or as competitive, you know, there are chances that you will have a terrible chance to come back, but it's there. With Smash 4, you're like, oh, you know, yeah, I'm on the verge about getting too stocked, you know, but I could totally make it back because rage is
they
a
can.
thing.
Well, that's gonna change though.
Hopefully, you know.
No, he has. Well, the thing is, no two Smash games are alike.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
why I know for a fact it's gonna change.